Hello guys and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Aaron Shu. Today is another Q&A video because you guys seem to love those ones. I've got my cup of coffee right in front of me and the questions right here on my computer, so let's do this. The first question is in Shona, so I'm going to paraphrase. It's basically asking me, are you now making any money from YouTube? Technically, yes, my YouTube channel is now monetized since I've reached the threshold for monetization, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. So that means YouTube is now placing ads on my videos. But is it a substantial amount of money? No, not at all. That's a completely different ball game altogether. The next question says, why did you start YouTube? I was frustrated personally by the stereotypes and the misconceptions that do surround disability. And sometimes, when I was encountering things like stigma and discrimination, I started asking myself whether people were doing these things because they are bad people or they were misinformed, and I decided to believe the latter, that is due to misinformation. So I thought it was a good idea to start a YouTube channel where I do speak about disability and how the society can coexist with people with disabilities as smoothly as possible. The other YouTube channels that I was seeing who were also talking about disability were not necessarily based in my kind of environment. They're from other continents where maybe the disability landscape is a completely different story, and I wanted something that if a child who has a disability and is living in Zimbabwe or sub-Saharan Africa or even Africa on a larger scale could relate to the things that I was talking about. Primarily, those were the reasons why I started a YouTube channel. What advice can you give someone who wants to start a YouTube channel? My advice would be, do it. Take action and start that YouTube channel. I wanted to start YouTube a very long time ago, but I was struggling with my own insecurities and imposter syndrome, where I felt I wasn't legit enough to actually start a channel where I talk about disability. I'd ask myself, who do you think you are? And that prevented me from starting a YouTube channel years back. So if you are thinking about it, do it. Don't overthink it. You also need to be very patient because YouTube is it's not a sprint, it's more like a marathon. You need to be prepared to do it for the long haul, and sometimes it will take a bit of time before you start to see tangible results on the ground. So you also need to be patient. I'd also say pick a subject matter that you are very familiar with and comfortable to talk about, but it also has to be something that you are passionate about. Are you ever thinking of starting a family soon or someday? If so, at which stage of your life do you anticipate it will be, and why at that particular time? Yes, I am very much interested in getting married and starting my own family someday, which could be soon or not. Am I waiting for anything in particular? I wouldn't say so. Obviously, I'm waiting to find the right person, so I'm sure as soon as that happens, then everything else will fall into place. Where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? How do you go about goal planning and following your dreams? Okay, I don't have a very specific answer for this because I have since learned to take life one day at a time. As long as I'm making progress and I'm on the right track, then I feel like I'm gonna be okay. So because of that, I don't have actual specifics, but what I can say is I hope that I'll be in a much better place in every facet of my life, and I'm talking like career wise. I hope my career would have taken off. I hope my finances will be in order. I hope my health will be much better than it is at the moment, and I basically hope I will be successful and happy and fulfilled. My goal planning is very simple, to be honest with you. I just have big things that I want to achieve, and those big things have a timeline of when I want to have achieved them by. And then I break those goals into simpler goals, and I do something every day, every week, that pushes me somewhat closer to what I want to achieve. That's the approach that I take. The next question says, what's the most important thing you wish everyone would understand about disabled people? I wish everyone understood that people with disabilities are, above everything else, people. We are also human. We are just like able-bodied people. We need love, we need respect, we need to be heard, we need our rights respected. People with disabilities are not as complicated or mythical as some people think. We are just human beings who happen to have an impairment. Can you name any 3 goals or things you are working on right now, and are you making any progress? Number 1, I am working on my health. I am trying to become healthier. I've been having a lot of health issues recently, so I am looking into getting my health to a better level. Secondly, I want to further my studies, guys. I want to do a postgrad, so I've been looking into finding a scholarship so that I can get financed for a postgraduate program. The third thing, I'm obviously working on this YouTube channel. I'm gonna keep on making more content, and I'm hoping that it grows into something meaningful and impactful. I think I'm making progress as far as YouTube is concerned. The channel is growing. The pace is slow, but I'm appreciative of the growth. In terms of health, it's an on and off thing. Some days are better than others, but I'm still hopeful that my health will improve. What are you hoping to accomplish with this YouTube channel? Do you see yourself getting there anytime soon? I am hoping that I will share some information and knowledge with people at large that will make them see and think of disability in a different way. I'm hoping that I will be able to raise more awareness about disability issues, and also demystify some myths and random misconceptions that people have about life with a disability. What's your greatest desire at this point in your life? I would definitely say I would trade anything for good health, and if I could be healthier, that would be great. So that's my greatest desire right now.